As I was going to St Ives, I met a man with 7 wives. That's the beginning of a 17th century nursery rhyme and riddle about this place. This is St Ives in Cornwall, England. It's on the north coast facing the Celtic Sea, and it has some of the best beaches in Great Britain and Northern Europe. You see them the moment you step off the train. St Ives was once a busy fishing village, but ever since the Victorian era and the last half of the 19th century, it's been a popular seaside resort. The wide sandy beaches and relatively mild climate have attracted not only tourists, but artists who've drawn inspiration from the sea, the cliffs, the narrow streets, and the harbor. The permanent population of St Ives is less than 15,000. But it has the distinction of having a branch of London's famous Tate gallery, as well as several other fine museums. The town is named in honor of an Irish princess and martyred saint, St Ives. The legend says she floated alone to Cornwall on a large leaf to convert the locals to Christianity. St Ives played a key role in saving England from the Spanish Armada during the reign of Queen Elizabeth I. 2 Spanish ships were separated from their fleet by a storm and sought shelter in the harbor to make repairs. They were captured, and their crews gave up critical information about the planned invasion, which ultimately helped lead to the Armada's defeat. Tourists love St Ives. It's filled with shops and restaurants. Sampling the local fudge and ice cream are a must. The coming of the railroad in 1877 made St Ives much more accessible. The main line ran along the south coast to Penzance. A branch line from St Ives in the south to St Ives is less than 10 miles long, but it really helped to put St Ives on the tourism map. Of course, the famous riddle helped too. As I was going to St Ives, I met a man with 7 wives. Each wife had 7 sacks. Each sack had 7 cats. Each cat had 7 kits. Kits, cats, sacks, and wives. How many were going to St Ives? Travel is one of the few things we can buy that will actually make us richer. The answer to the riddle, by the way, is 1, if you assume that the narrator is the only one who was actually going to St Ives. If you assume everyone was going to St Ives, it's 2,801.